First nailed it, yeah. 100%. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. Oh. Oh, that way. Wires all twisted. There we are. Hey, Darren. Hey, for his YouTube song, this is fucking... people bring Bunny because when you have to collect the flames, she's the fastest at doing it. Bunny is a good choice for Frostwalker, but only one. Everyone else should just be maximum damage. But you do, I would argue, for if you're doing it like publicly, you do need a Bunny just to zoom around and pick up all the flames. Quickly get another one of them things on the build. Got on myself, running my 5th legacy. 2 more parts. Oh, juicy, juicy. I've had a busy day of adulting. And then I just wanted to chill, watch some anime and play some RimWorld. And I was like, right, I should get started. Have I seen the Descendant scar? No, I've no idea what you mean. A classified Descendant. Is it Alpha? Is it Guide? Is the Guide classified Descendant? Poop. Ah. I don't think he drops on. Oh no, she did. Dum, 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 da, 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 dum. There's no way I'm going to be able to hear this. Oh, I can hear it. Why did it... Fuck you, game. This sounds kind of eerie. I like it. Okay. Well, I'm just saying. Well, okay.
No, I don't. What do I do now?
Leave it. Just do the same with our sausages.
So just a burger.
With bacon.
Yeah, just a burger.
Yeah.
You don't want anything else.
That's fine.
Because I could do you a double burger.
No, that's fine.
You're gonna be fucking hungry if I get out.
Opening few minutes of open world games, latest video. Open world games.
Alright, so yes,
Pipe down, you. Hey, Magic. Fair one. Interesting. What am I doing? That was enough, right? That's enough. Pellin! How's it going, buddy? I wish there was a way I could turn the volume of the music down for me, but keep it like a decent volume to you. That's really loud for me. So I can just turn it up for you guys in the stream. We'll do that. Hopefully that's a bit better, because that's really loud. Cheers for that, Darren. That's quite interesting. Classified looks good. Classified looks like my Necromancer boy. I didn't get enough, did I? Wait, what? I need more of those? Oh my god. Didn't realize I needed more of those ones. Sterile Lands. How you doing, Magic? How you doing today? Unknown lab. Is this the okay one? Forgotten what one's the better one to farm. I know it's like it's terrible throughout, but there's one of them that's slightly better. And I've forgotten what one. Yeah, it's not too bad. Pretty tired actually. Had a fair bit of adulting to do today. Greg also wants to know if you have the funk. I don't have the funk. I don't know what funk is. Watching your build and breakdown of Greg's. Within data mine, Scar. Yeah, something to do like using the Asive skin. Yeah, Mighty Boosh. My wife is the cultural reference person here. I was like, I need a meme or something to do with Greg, and she just went, "Old Greg." I was like, "What? Old Greg?" She was like, "Mighty Boosh," and I was like, "Huh?" And then I had to like YouTube it, find it all up on Google, and she was like, "See, Old Greg," and I was like, "That's genius. I love that." Not read it. We said data line. Ooh. I don't know it. My wife, like I said, is the cultural bunny rabbit. I don't do references and shit like that. Maybe if it was a remotely interesting film for me. The Mighty Boosh reference, we're getting praised for it, but I was like, I didn't have a fucking clue. Ultimate VS piece? Nice. My god, grapple hook. Like, seriously, can you work for like, I don't know, 6 seconds before you do my head in, please? That would be nice. I don't do references. I do some. Like, Ice Age was like an epic film for me. I've never really watched, because I'd never really liked Mighty Boosh. I like Noel Fielding as a person. I think he's very intelligent. I think he's very down to earth. I think he's like, from what I've seen and read of him, he's a very nice guy. But I don't find him funny in the slightest. Like, I have very little cultural knowledge, but the little I do know. I will reference. Which mod is better? Hypotherm? I have no idea. I've not really got my VS to that sort of point yet. No, what am I doing? Seriously, what does based mean? I don't get it. Like, based on what? I really don't understand it. Oh, based means cultured, does it? Interesting. I've been called that a lot lately. And I never got it. Kinda. Oh, is it burger? Oh, I'm stuck.
This is like some kind of kid-sized meal.
Because I am a child.
Just look. Gave you a few chips.
Thank you. I am a child. Grapple hook. My fucking god. Yeah, it comes up. Yeah, you can connect to that. Doesn't connect to that. Got it. I'm okay, thank you. Hey, Superstar. It's the second D is a lowercase, by the way. Dod is a word. It's not DOD. It's a word. Welcome to Asian Games, as well as like, oh god, every Korean game ever. Like, it's a free-to-play game, so it's going to have microtransactions. That dagger be melting? This isn't dagger, that's Thunder Cage. Dagger is on my Valby. And I had Massacre active on it. Hey, Chaos. Oh yeah, weird one. Where you at, weirdo? Where's the weirdo? Eugen, and now Blueprint. Like, I could make Eugen, but I really don't want to. I did, but I swapped to Massacre. Which basically takes everything I've got on the Thunder Cage and then multiplies it by my skill, well, adds in my skill power plus 68.9%, and then for every 10% of my health consumed, I just do more. Define good. Also depends on what character you're using. With Glay, I'd say you could probably get away with 2, so that'd be 4 crystals in total because it comes with 2. Lepic, maybe 3. Valby, maybe 3. Enzo, maybe 3. Bunny, none. Who uses a weapon on Bunny? Yeah, good question, actually. I'd say aim for about 3 or 4, though. Give me the missing parts instead of what I was... Fallen Hope, I would argue, is really strong, but only on Freyna, and only if you have the Venom set. Like, a good chunk of Fallen Hope's damage is coming from this. But it's also not going to be that good. Imagine Bunny firing a weapon. I know that'd actually be useful. Yeah. Like, this is basically what makes... This side, isn't it? What makes Fallen Hope worthwhile, essentially. A full set of this. If you don't have a full set of this, probably not. Fallen Hope is completely dependent on keeping as many things with toxic or poison on them as possible. If you can't manage that, then yeah, Fallen Hope falls to the ground. Bogger! Alright. there a better set for Valby, or is that like it? Annihilation. Slayer, that's what I'm using. Polar. Venom. Bravery. It's a custom resource 1. That one. Shotgun's bigger than Valby. She likes them big. 100%. And then fire skill. Yeah. Nope, nope, nope. That one. She's liquid, she can probably. Juicy burger. For the nodes? What do you mean the nodes? Two Lepics, a Bunny and a Valby. Yeah, what do you mean by for the nodes? Correction comment on the grid video. You mean the one that doesn't understand how firearm attacks are calculated? Oh, Codebreakers, Rockfall, first mission. Go to the main thing. No, unfortunately, you're the one making it confusing. Literally, look at it, look. There's your firearm attack. Okay, these are all the modifiers. Firearm attack times 100%, which is your crit damage, everything else. What you're saying isn't incorrect, but you're confusing it with how the devs are meaning it. Like, they're saying A and you're going B. The problem is A and B are equal to each other. Like, yeah. It is the damage of the hit, but then so's your firearm attack times 100%. This is Sterile Land. Of the actual gun is firearm damage, well then that should make it even less confusing. Because firearm damage as well. The damage is your output, which is the number you see on screen. So how people would find that confusing is even more beyond me. Like, does it actually say firearm damage or is it firearm attack? Firearm damage. That's even less confusing then. The damage is the number you see on screen. Yeah, some do, but eh. Oakley code? Oh, well done, man. Don't even know what I want to farm now. 24 hours until Alt Valby is done. Yeah, firearm. Just remove the word firearm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry about the sausages. I should have checked them before.
That's fine.
Shall I leave these here or?
I imagine they are safe.
Whether you want them here or whether you put them in the kitchen.
That is a good question, to be fair.
I mean, you're still eating for the moment, so I won't. I guess,
I mean, I'd like to say I'm an adult, but let's face it, I'm not. You could pour me one, but just leave it there. I'm kind of streaming, so we'll see. I don't want to be getting up every so often. Is it firearm damage and skill damage? We're basically debating semantics, simply just because in every other game, we use a certain type of wording to determine a certain effect, output, understanding. It's like additive, multiplicative, bloody, bloody, blah. In this game, because it's Korean, we don't know whether it's just translation errors or maybe they just view things very differently. But we're now trying to basically correct the way in which the devs view / word things. There might actually be corrections to be made. But at the same time, we're altering what the devs say to fit our own narrative, which may or may not even fit in the first place. So I'm trying to be on the side of the devs of this is how they've worded it, this is how I'm going to word it. But some people, not that they're doing it wrong, it's not wrong, it potentially could confuse things down the line, depending on what else they potentially add or change. Go away. Although no doubt there's going to be about 1,000,001 syntax errors simply just because I'm learning this new way of talking as well. Why do people do hard interceptions with trash builds? Lack of understanding. Got carried through God knows how much, didn't realise what they actually needed. Further then, it's not quite a big DPS buff. Then leaning into, like, have aiming as well as mental focus. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I actually try to, unless it's like a specific crit build that's got like a decent amount of crit rate, I would actually try and prioritize firearm attack, because that way if you get a crit, it's your firearm attack times your critical hit damage multiplier. If you get a weak point, it's your firearm attack times your weak point multiplier, which will give you your damage. Going for weak point just implies that you're mostly going to be getting weak point a lot, which in the vast majority of cases, that's not happening. It's one of the reasons I don't rate the mod have aiming that much. No, they didn't use Google Translate. Did anyone watch the dev stream about 6 months before the game came out? Did anyone watch it? Not necessarily Pellin. Some people are just bad players. Yeah, if you've watched the dev stream before the game came out, the lead developer for the game created a bot, an AI bot, that auto-translated Korean into English. He created that shit. And he did his live stream talking and typing his meaning in Korean into English, into this bot, and the bot translated it into English. Which I think is actually fucking phenomenal, to be perfectly honest. And he did state that they will be using this bot to fully translate the entire game for full release. Yeah, the translations were done in-house by a bot that they created, which I think is really good, personally. I have no idea where I'd even want to. I would even start with something like that. What's your uptime on weak point damage, though, Goku? Oh. If you have means to record, go into, like, I don't know, what's a okay-ish Colossus. Do Executioner on hard. Do Executioner on hard, and if at least 50% of your shots are not weak point, have aiming as a waste. Thing is, yeah, like you can get great weak point multiplier, but when it comes to weak point damage, it's not about the damage you do with weak point. It's about the damage you do when you're not hitting a weak point. If you've got like 100% accuracy, then fine. But I also feel like if you've got 100% accuracy, you'd be streaming this game and pulling in all the fucking viewers. So what you need to do is, if you can, record yourself fighting a variety of different Colossi, and then just be like, okay, and then just tally it up, be like a weak point hit versus non-weak point hit. And if you've got like 50% or over on weak point hit, use have aiming. If you're under 50%, have aiming is a waste. You're actually getting less out of it. You'd be better off going for, like, I don't know, more crit or just more base attack. It's like I'm still trying to get it. I want real life fighter, but for general rounds, I want to do a bunch of testing with real life fighter. Because I actually get the impression it's one of the worst mods in the game. Like, genuinely. Like, mathematically, it sounds as fuck. In practical use, I'm pretty sure it's one of the worst mods in the game. Pretty sure. See, for me with Devotion, it depends. He's a nightmare with Devotion, I personally find. Getting one shoulder, his right shoulder, is fine, but the weak point, when he's got that frigging gun in your face, because this is all you see. Like, you can't hit the weak point. She's a nightmare to hit the weak point. She moves around, teleports, and she's got small weak points. He's easy. He's just as annoying as Executioner. His weak points are just shocking anyway, apart from the one in the middle. Same with, I mean, these three are the same. These two are the same. He's easy. He's easy for weak points. Is Firefighter penalty? I'm assuming you mean real life fighter. Well, specifically, we're talking about rapid fire weapons. I would argue yes. If you use it on something like a sniper, Office Otter, yeah, I could see it being worthwhile there. However, you could probably get more benefit out of other areas as well. But on like things like Thunder Cage or Tamar or Enduring Legacy, yeah, I would argue it's mostly useless. I don't get aim assist. I'm on PC. If you're still there, Officer Sutter, I'm not sure if you've played it, but maybe you know of it. Division 2. There used to be a set that you could wear in Division 2. I suppose you could like say they're akin to components in this game. I run dopaminergic, yeah. I get like 1.3 on weak point crit with another like 600k on my element. But in Division 2, there's a set called Strikers, and the first iteration of Strikers, and if anyone else is here from Strikers, you'll immediately recognize where this is going. The original rendition of Strikers is every time you hit an enemy, you get 1 stack. Every time you miss an enemy, we're not talking weak point here or crit, we're talking just hit the enemy, you get 1 stack. But every time you miss the enemy, you lose 1 stack. It was considered to be the worst set in the game because all you did was lose stacks. The loss outweighs the gain. On weapons that are slower, where you have time to initiate that build up, sniper rifles, special rifles like tactical rifles, fine. Maybe not so much with impact. You don't miss stacks. When you miss a shot, you miss stacks with time. That's the new rendition of Strikers, Dave. When Strikers first came out in Division 2, when you missed a shot, you lost the stack. No one used it. It's only after they removed losing a stack for missing a shot and just went, you lose 1 stack per second between 0 and 100. And then like between 100 and 200, you lose 2 stacks per second. But the first rendition of Strikers has been in Division 2 since Warlords of New York. No one used it until about just over a year ago because it sucked. Even the damage with the original Strikers, it amplified with itself. Every stack amplified with itself. I think in total it gave you like 280%. It now only gives you like 200. But they've made it so much easier to get as well as maintain stacks. So, real life fighter on snipers, good. Real life fighter on special rounds, good. Real life fighter on impact, I don't know. I tried it with my devotion. As soon as I gained full stacks, I lost them all. Just because I used it on Devour as well. Right? I was shooting him in the knee. He fell over, blocked my bullets, and I'm still firing, and I lost all of my stacks. Lost it all. No point using it at that point. Had to completely stop and reposition. But on general rounds, I don't see the point. I think this is probably one of the worst things you could put on a general rounds weapon. Personally, I don't have it yet. That's why I'm using the word think. I don't have it yet, but I'm pretty sure this will be one of the worst things to put on. That's another thing I need to test, Kenobi. That is another thing I need to test, how it works with Glay. Because, as you just said, Glay penetrates the enemies. So if you penetrate on a weak point, you get the stack. If you hit a non-weak point on the enemy behind, do you lose the stack? Because at that point, you're just going to go 1, negative, 1, negative, plus, negative, plus, negative, plus. And is that even going to be remotely worth it? Which I'm gonna guess not, personally. Shoot at something the size of a barn. We got 30 seconds. Find your screenshot. This is what I would recommend. Potentially you might want to change toxic for electric. Electric is very powerful. But this is what I would recommend. Obviously, though, don't just take my word for it. It is very expensive to completely remod. So take it bit by bit. Why not edging shot? Because you don't theoretically need it. I've tried to strike a balance between what you would call alpha damage, weak point, and crit. So even if I don't hit a weak point, I've got a good chance to crit, and if I don't crit, I still do pretty decent damage. I've tried to play the whole field with devotion. I mean, you could put edging shot in, but like extra weak point there, weak point. I'll eventually want to change that over to electric. Crit rate, crit damage. I mean, the only thing I could really swap would be that, but I'd be losing out both on firearm attack and, oh no, 4% crit damage. But, like, I'm already at like 87. I mean, what would edging even give me? I don't even have it maxed out, so I couldn't tell you. But that would be like what I'd replace it with. I don't know, I'm rather particular about where I put edging shot because it's nowhere near as like powerful. Oh, don't mind me. We'll snag that immediately. 1.8 mil. Like sure, yeah, you get more crit out of it, but it's that negative 15% firearm attack is actually quite the negative. Like, it just kind of means you need to make up so much more critical hit damage to make up for it. And just to show this, right? What one's critical? General rounds, critical hit damage, 74.8% maxed out. Critical hit damage is 43.8%. You lose so much in crit damage. So unless you are able to like basically hit 100% critical hit rate on something like this where these values are a lot lower, I personally wouldn't suggest using edging shot just because the values are a lot lower. He says as he's just posted a Greg's build using edging shot. What's my eternal willpower build? Control Alt Delete. Bunny making everything trivial again. Well, that's another bunny. What's over at B then? Probably the other bunny's going to B. Oh no, we're going to get 2 bunnies over there. Yeah, we don't do purples over here. %, critical hit rate. 42% critical hit rate. 54% critical hit rate. What are we at now? 100% critical hit rate. So no good special... No, there are good special mods for general rounds. If you're a Glay person and you build mostly around Glay, the only special mod you probably really need is mental focus. Unless you're using like an LMG, Glay is like the only character that can really make really solid use of mental focus on regardless of weapon. But it's mostly going to be dependent on where you want to put it. And I don't mean the mod, I mean the weapon. Do you want the weapon to be specifically for Colossus? Do you want that weapon to be mostly for like ad clear? Like, what do you want? Where do you want it? How do you want to use it? How do you want to build it? Understanding the differences of that is going to be like the key to how you build specific weapons. 93k a hit, not bad. Just realised I was very rude. Hi Dod, how are you? No, don't worry about that. 2 tidbits about me. 1, I am on the spectrum. So I'm not particularly good with manners myself. I wouldn't worry about it. As long as someone's not like openly being a dick, I mostly don't care. The other part is I'm former British military, so I have very, very thick skin. It takes a hell of a lot to insult or upset me, so I wouldn't worry about that. That being said, if anyone says a bad word about Mummy Glay, I'm coming after you. SPS, what's SPS? That being said, can we not do abbreviations because my mind goes to really, really, really weird places. Sharp Precision Shot. Sharp Precision Shot is probably one of the highest DPS ultimate mods in the game. Only if the weapon you've got it on can hit maximum stacks before half the magazine is empty, or around half the time the magazine is empty. The only character that can actually make full use of this across all weapons is Glay. Other than that, you need, I think, like 138 rounds. You need like 138 rounds to make it worthwhile outside of using Glay. Opinions on... Oh, I love Viessa. Oh my god. Viessa is a monster. Ugh. Viessa is the sort of woman that you could literally do her with a jackhammer and she's still screaming at you harder. Harder, you piece of shit. What's wrong with you? Like, oh, God. She is so good. All of her abilities are on a pretty decent cooldown, apart from her 4th ability. But all of her abilities cost like such minimal MP. She's a complete wizard. You can spam her abilities with like a minimal amount of cooldown. You can just spam her abilities forever. It's so good. am I at? 73. I wondered. I burnt him a little bit quicker than I thought. I beat the bunny to it, for crying out loud. Gets a bad rep everywhere, it seems. I'm still working on it. Where is it? Honestly, on this bad boy, if you're not using this, seek help. Bunny for farming, Glade for bossing. For farming, I prefer Valby. Valby's actually fun, in my opinion. I have a love-hate relationship with Bunny, and that is I love to hate her. I actively dislike bunnies. Sorry. There is no bunny love over here. Thank you, Bunny. I didn't know what I would do without your help. Thank you for saving me. I was really struggling. Maxing out my clairvoyance. She gets like 80% increase. Like, I'm not even joking. It's a full 80%. It's insane. The Viesta with clairvoyance is insane. At the moment, I'm using Enduring. You main Bunny, 89% Bunny players. I find the application of Bunny in this game to be counterproductive to the game, as well as just her overall performance negates so much to a point of like I don't understand why. Like in any fashion, I just don't understand why. Fabulous Supply Moisture and Final Masterpiece is trending for me right now. I imagine so. I want to put Final Masterpiece on Bunny though. Bunny's going to be my Final Masterpiece character. So that if I do ever need that burst. You know what? I really like Valby with Dagger. Just due to the fact that just the amount of crit that you can stack. Guess it takes time to... It's not. I just no. It's not. I don't get it right. It's a horde shooter. It's a horde looter shooter. They've added a character in that can just decimate the entire horde. It's like, hey, fancy not playing our game? It literally makes no sense. I don't understand it. That being said, you mean Luna players? Do I mean Luna players? I don't know. Overall balance of kit. Oh, really? You're gonna pick those words? Overall balance of kit. She's the most unbalanced character I've seen in a game since like fucking 2008, with Ivy in Tekken 4. And by balancing Ivy in Tekken 2008 was the fact that her tits were bigger than the rest of her character. She is not balanced. For the content we have in the game, she is not balanced. Exactly. She has literally everything. That doesn't make her balanced. Comparative to what other characters have, she is not balanced. Why would you use Dagger over Final Masterpiece? I have no problem with Bunny's squishiness. I have a problem with entering a mission like I just did, having 2 bunnies, and spending 70% of my time doing nothing because 2 bunnies are zooming around. Shock, horror, gasp. And I like to play when I play video games, I weirdly like to play video games, not watch bunnies go woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. I don't get it. I don't understand how people think Bunny, like, just, she doesn't fit this style of game. You say that. When I play Bunny, I legit actually start to fall asleep. I am that bored. I sit here like fucking. For me, it's the most boring thing in the world. 3-6. Alright, why am I using Dagger over Final Masterpiece? What buff am I going to get? We'll do it this way. It's not fully built yet. What buff am I going to get? Fire rate, weak point, or crit? Crit stack. Oh, you were right. I got crit that time. What buff am I going to get this time? Don't know. Find out. Fire rate. Crit. Crit times 2. Weak point. Crit. Crit times 2. Crit 3. I'm actually intrigued. Wow, crit 3 goes to max. Nice. Alright. Final dagger. What buff am I going to get? Only joking. I got crit. 30%. What buff am I going to get? Only joking. Crit. 42%. Crit again. 54%. You always get crit. 100%. And now we're going to do silly damage. Why have I paired this with Valby? Base is 18.2. Now base is 48. 60. Oh. 73. 85. Oh, we lost one. We lost one. 97. Now we're back to 100. The only reason on this cat with Valby why I'm using Last Dagger over Final Masterpiece is I'm able to 10 seconds. Or, well, for water, till the water runs out, which I actually don't know how long that is. Skill duration up 10%. How long's the water duration? I don't actually know. What does it say? 25 seconds on that. So yeah, the only reason I'm picking Last Dagger over Final Masterpiece for Valby is because I'm able to guarantee crits. So with this combination, in terms of burst DPS, this is the highest I've found so far. I am pretty sure Final Masterpiece can beat it, but it's RNG based. Whereas this isn't. So pairing this with Valby, this is like the highest burst DPS weapon in the game. Like, it's kind of ridiculous how strong this is in terms of burst. As well as that last hit can really come in handy. Oh yeah, your weak point's there, isn't it? $744,000 damage. Why not? Still doesn't die though, bastard. And that's not including the element. But yeah, like in terms of overall performance on a Valby, Last Dagger beats out Tamer. Unless the Tamer's on an Enzo, as someone weirdly got butthurt about. Like, well, yeah, but then I'll just put Last Dagger on an Enzo. Like, It mostly is. However, what else do you want me to put in there? Like, the only thing I could potentially put in there would be more mag, which I don't care about. Along with it still provides laundry, does it? Oh, it's right fucking there, hold on. Along with laundry, electric resistant decrease amount 20%. So, yeah. Yeah, Fiesta on Last Dagger is actually kind of crazy. I'm kind of weird. When I build a weapon, but there's a few that I've done generally, like general build. We'll put this on any character. I have built this specifically to go on Valby. Specifically. I wouldn't put this on any other character. If I was to put this on any other character, I'd probably... do max magazine size. And... I don't actually know. But yeah, if I was to do any other character, I'd probably increase the magazine. Or decrease the magazine. Get rid of both and just put it on Glay. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Firing Fiesta. There. Electric. There we are. If you are going to run an element, from what I can tell, I've forgotten what they do. Right. Burn. Or is it Toxin? Right. Electric. Reduces enemy defense. it's chill procs. So electric procs electrocution. Electrocution reduces enemy defense. Poison procs toxic. And fire procs burn. One of them, I've forgotten what one, prevents enemy regeneration. The other one I don't know. Chill procs frostbite, and frostbite freezes them solid. I can't remember poison and burn, but one of them does reduces enemy regen, and the other one I can't remember. But like in terms of overall effectiveness, electric, which eventually I will turn this over. Energy regen, so it's burn. They can all stack. They can all stack up to like 4 or 5. Toxic is energy regen. Thank you. But yeah, like, typically speaking, if you're going to go for an element as well, although in terms of DPS, adding just this in is equal to 10% DPS. If you're then to do a priority, like 50% increase, that's now like toxic plus toxic priority essentially. That's a 15% increase in DPS. Like overall DPS. So this isn't actually a marked increase. You could potentially get that just by, like, I can get that by running edging shot in there. I could probably get more than 15% by running edging shot in that. I don't know if it'll even let me. No. That's not calculated. What does that even give me? Yeah, be about 15%. Which, yeah. Firing Fiesta, electric, and then weak point. That being said, though, that's just accounting for the element. What I'm not accounting for at that point is the addition of the electrocution buff, which reduces the enemy's defense. I actually don't know how much it reduces it by. So, like, if you are going to go element, electric is the best one to go for. That's why a lot of people are putting electric on their weapons. And why eventually as well I will be putting electric on this when I have the spare crystal. Toxic is okay for now. One of the reactors for the build I run on her has dagger on. I mean, dagger's not a bad weapon. How you doing though, Kusanagi? Not seen you in here before. Having a good time? I don't mean in the stream. Clearly, if you're here, you're probably going to have a bad time because everyone always does. Oh, fucking hell, another bunny. There's one ginger looking bunny. Yeah, Office Otter. Burn procs twice. I remember burn procking twice. I don't actually know. I won't lie. Oh, Ajax, second time on your stream. Also throwing stuff together, fair fun. I don't remember your name. I'm normally pretty good at memorizing people's names. Can't get good weak point. Honestly, just to save yourself mats, just get a higher roll as possible. I mean, I'm still... Firearm attack on this is not ideal, but it's just so expensive to re-roll. Save yourself the heartache and the mats. Oh, I just pressed. Why didn't it come? I know things like Valby don't stack, Otter. It's over at B. Both. As well as supply moisture. Supply moisture doesn't stack either. Enzo's using 4. What is Enzo's 4th ability? So the only time I use Enzo is for encrypted vault farming. The drone. Oh, is that what that is? Gives ammo? What do I need ammo for? I'm a Valby. Just jizz on everything. I think it's crit. A good Enzo is rare, but he's pretty OP. I know. It's weird. I've said it so many times. I hate Enzo, but when I say that, I mean playing him. I don't like playing him. I don't find him a fun and engaging character. But if there's a good Enzo in my team, mate, we're going to be best friends. Especially if I'm on my Glay Massacre build. Oh. The Baptist should have gone to church, apparently. I swear it gives crit. It's like 10% crit. I swear it is. Is this dude just AFK? No, he's just bad. Oh. I was at 20% crit. Reload time 10%. Glay main. I see your reload and I don't give a fuck. Is he okay? No, just bad. Level 15 Enzo. I can't wait for Ultimate Enzo. I can't remember who mentioned it, but someone like... He suggested something that you could do with Enzo. Something to do with his shield and walk the tightrope. I was out of the circle game. Come on, guys. Squishy. Have you tried punching him in the head yet? It was the Baptiste that kept on. Uzo, I'll drink to that. I'm staying in, guys. You can leave if you want. I don't care. Alright, where's Baptiste? Baptiste! Where is he? Why are you over there? What did you do? Has he just triggered all of them? Keeps that. Has ended on YouTube and my phone. I don't know what the fuck happened. Really? Interesting. Huh. Yeah, even on my end, it's like... Oh. Was not paying attention. Yeah, even on mine, the stream's only been live for like 3 minutes or something. Huh. Huh. Walk tightrope and dish. That's the one. You know what? Like, why are there ads all over the place? What happened here? Why are there ads all over the place? That's interesting. I don't know why it's doing that. Why do I feel like this fucking Enzo has just ran from place to place to trigger every single fucking point? Really? Really? Wow. Wow. What is going on? Yeah, my stream just ended on YouTube. What is going on? Like, today is just shit, apparently. Ugh. Right, YouTube's acting up, and I get hit with the biggest fucking retard in the game. Got it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Is Steam doing something? No, Steam isn't doing anything. Do I have anything else open? No. Okay, game. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, game. Fuck off. There needs to be something done with the collisions in this game. It's so horrible. Very chopper. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I will do after this. I was unaware there was a problem. Yeah, apparently I'm just having some crazy issues, Otter. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's not where it said it was going to go. Come on, I believe in you. Twitch is like 3 minutes behind. That is true. I believe Brave was saying this the other day. Like, he keeps watching like YouTube videos of like X person. Of like max DPS build, and then they take that build into like the defense missions on higher waves and like the void experiments and whatnot, and the build just doesn't last. Sure, the damage is there, but you die very quickly. So he was like, when it comes to like showing builds that are stylized to do this sort of thing, they need to do that sort of thing. I'm just gonna restart anyway. Give me like 15 minutes. I'll do like a few driver checks, etc., etc. That's like the only thing I can think of. It won't be my ISP. If there was an issue with my ISP, they text me. Oh, a little better. Are we sure? Just gonna do a quick check anyway. See if there is something up. Oh, that might be it. GeForce has to do an update. Yeah, my ISP is actually really good. The moment there's like any form of issue that may affect us, they instantly notify us.